Right. Okay, good morning, everybody, and a very warm welcome to you. We are here once again on session number 294, and we are on the 1st of February, inching towards completion of the year, right? But not so soon. So we are continuing with the topic of keys to being powerful and effective, right? So what we discussed yesterday and the questions that we put out, is there anybody who wants to share anything or tell us anything or ask us anything about what you did yesterday? Any insights you might have, any realizations that you have, any experience that you had, which you might want to share with us? So I can interpret your silence in whichever way I want, right? A, that you did nothing. B, that you did so much that you have so many experiences, you do not know which one to tell me, right? C, you have no questions. D, you don't want to speak, it's too early in the morning, your brain is not working yet. So which one is it going to be? Did you reflect on what we did yesterday? It was an important topic. Kunen, once I had gone, did you do some more reflection on it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The very important subject what you had we had discussed yesterday, and the word indifference. So we being emotion beings, at a certain time in our life, most of the time, we be in the state of indifference, where we just don't care that, okay, let it go, what's happening. We lose interest in our life. So I was reflecting upon this, that why it happens. And also you had told us that there could be a defining moment when we decide that I will show to the world that I can do something, or I can go into the indifference default mode, that let it go, whatsoever happen. So I was reflecting that why there could be two options for any one of us or anyone. Either we can choose to achieve something and prove to the world that I am worth, I can do, or we can go to the indifference mind state that, oh, nothing can be done. So what makes us to choose? As someone said, that either the moment can make you or break you. So what can make me instead of something can break me? So I was reflecting upon that. So what I got the thoughts that if I am not committed with the clarity of my purpose of my life, then I might go to indifference state. But if I am clear that this is what I have to achieve, this is what I am committed to, and this is what are my goals of my life, then I'll not go into the indifference mind state. I'll be making my life with the commitment that I have to achieve, and I'll show to the world. So that's what is my thoughts, sir. Back to you.
Okay, good. Thanks for the sharing. Now, the question which I was asking was, obviously, we get into a state of resignation from time to time. Problem is if you don't recognize it. When you get into a state of resignation, what you're saying is if you're committed to certain goals, you will not get into a state of resignation. So it's not always only about goals. When you get into a state of resignation, you are not even living your life fully. You're not enjoying fully. you're not being in the present moment fully. See, moving forward in the direction of your goals is one thing. Now, I know enough people, like there, I had my very own friend who passed out of IIT Chennai in 1964. Lots of goals, achieved a lot of goals also. And at some point of time, when he was having so many goals, something happened and he went into a state of resignation. And after that, he made many goals, but he was just not able to commit himself. He was so resigned. So it's not always only about goals. If you are in a state of resignation, you will not even be fully present, fully alive. You know, you could enjoy every moment of your life and be engaged. So either you are engaged in life or you are disengaged. In a state of resignation, you are disengaged, right? There are a lot of heartfelt desires which you just say, no, 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 that's not possible. It's too late now. Now it's not possible, etc., etc. So the important thing was noticing that you're resigned, being aware whenever you get resigned, and snapping out of it. Okay. And the easiest way to snap out of it is by using the power of generation. Right? The moment you realize you're getting into a state of default or you're getting into a state of resignation. Now, for everybody, it is not resignation as a default. Default mode may be sadness for someone. Default mode might be becoming overcritical for someone. Default mode may be getting judgmental for someone. It's different. But for some people, default mode is that they resign. You don't find so many youngsters who are resigned. But nowadays, that also is happening. Gopalji, you wanted to say something.
Well, at the first stage, sir, why does the stage of resignation comes in? How do we get to this state of resignation?
No, there is no use of getting into that.
Because
I mean, there could be 100 reasons why somebody like my friend, his heart was broken because his very dear sister, you know, said something about him. And he went into a state of resignation. All right. So it will be different for different people, right? But knowing the answer why is not important. Recognizing that you are in that state and getting out of it may be more important. Okay, why ka to koi ant hi nahi hai na? Why is my name Sukhdeepak? Why is your name Gopal? Why is Kunen called Kunen? Why is Kunen not always laughing? Why Gopalji is looking so sad? I mean, why ka to koi answer hi nahi hai na? So I don't believe in this why business because why has not helped anyone. Unless you are doing a root cause analysis, that's a different matter. If you're doing problem solving, you want to know the root of the problem, right? There you may want to do that, why it happened. More than why it happened, we want to know what happened. Even in root cause analysis, we want to know what happened. Not so much as why it happened. You can fix what happened. You cannot fix the why, no? Today something happens due to one reason, tomorrow it may happen due to some other reason. You can never predict the whys. ठीक है ना? एक आदमी बोलता है मेरा तो दिल टूट गया because I fell in love. So therefore I will never fall in love. That is the answer to the why. दिल ही मत लगाओ, दिल टूटेगा ही नहीं. But the trick is कि अगर टूट भी गया तो दोबारा भी दिल लगा सकते हैं ने. Maybe you'll find somebody better.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I was asking us to do. Not getting into the whys and not getting into the theories and all that stuff. Do we recognize that we are resigned? Whenever we get resigned, whenever we give up, whenever, you know, it's a very strange state. Nowadays, they give it a label. You know, people start using this word, I am depressed.
Depressed.
When talk to a psychologist, he'll tell you what is depressed. So even when you are in a state of discouragement, we call it depressed. So the state closest to resignation, which I talk about, the closest state is called discouragement, loss of power. All right, so let's get back to the topic. Today is the fourth session we are doing on being keys to being powerful and effective. And today what I want to talk to you about is creating a reality that supports you to fulfill your desires. Right? You want something, but your reality does not support you. Will you be successful? So I think you might want to understand what it means, reality. Yeah, reality is whatever you consider as real, isn't it? So suppose you want that people should love you, people should like you, right? And your reality is कि कोई किसी से प्यार नहीं करता है, right? सारे वादे झूठे होते हैं, कसमें वादे प्यार वफा सब बातें होती हैं. So that's the reality if you live in. Will you fulfill your desire to be loved?
But is that a reality or assumptions? Your assumptions.
Your reality is nothing but your assumptions. Your reality is nothing but your point of views. आपकी reality आपके लिए है ना? So your reality is comprised of whatever it is that you believe in, whatever it is your strongly held point of view. Yeah, all your beliefs, all your judgments, all your conclusions. That comprises our reality, no? Because different people see the same situation in a different manner. You might have noticed it.
Yes.
Different people will interpret the same situation in a different manner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it all depends on what is the reality that they see. हम कहते हैं कि हर आदमी अपनी दुनिया में रहता है. Everybody lives in his own world. And what is his world? His world is the reality that he's creating. You know, you could have a reality that says, oh, it's almost impossible for honest people to be successful in this world. That's your reality. Are you going to be successful?
But
so you have a very strong, संस्कार कि मैं झूठ नहीं बोलूंगा, मैं बेईमानी नहीं करूंगा. I shall not be dishonest. I will tell the truth. But you have a reality which says, unless you are a liar and unless you're a cheat, unless you're a crooked fellow, you cannot be successful in this world. And you believe that. That's your reality. But your principles are that I will not lie, I will not cheat, I will not be dishonest. Right? But you believe, your reality is that unless you lie and cheat, you cannot be successful. So where are you going to be stuck in life? If you have a reality like that, and if you got certain principles like you have, where are you going to be stuck in life?
beliefs can be changed,
No, that's not the question I'm asking. Where are you going to be stuck in life? You believe that only by cheating and lying and by being dishonest, you can be successful, right? And your moral principles are that I will not cheat, I will not lie, I will be an honest person. Then will you ever become successful? Because you believe कि अगर successful होना है तो मुझे भी ऐसा झूठा और मक्कार होना पड़ेगा. And I don't want to be झूठा मक्कार, therefore I will not be successful. The possibility that you could honestly, truthfully become very successful, that possibility will not exist for you. A lot of us, you ask you, will you become a politician? You will say no. Why will you say no? Because your reality says, if you have to be a politician, you have to be like a politician. And I don't want to be like that. So the pre-assumption is that you have to be like that, then only you can be that. Possibility that you can be honest and truthful and kind and helpful and still become a politician, that possibility does not exist for you, na? So आप कोशिश ही नहीं करोगे. Are you beginning to understand something here? If your reality does not support your intentions, there are many ways you can look into it because it's very much up to you. Yes, Kunal.
So what I'm learning from this conversation, sir, that our values or the principles must be completely aligned with our beliefs, isn't it?
That's again a half listening of yours, Kunal. If your values are not aligned with your beliefs, obviously you will not be successful. But what I said, did you listen to the depth of it? I said, you believe that in order, let us say somebody believes that in order to be successful in this world, you have to be dishonest and you have to be a cheat and you have to be a liar. Otherwise, you cannot be successful. ठीक है? ये आपकी मान्यता है. And on the other hand, your moral principles are that I am an honest person, right? I don't lie, I don't cheat. But if I have to become successful, then I'll have to be like that. Therefore, I don't want to become successful. Like a lot of people, they don't want money, you know that? For many years of my life, I used to say, no, I don't want too much money. Why? Because money makes you bad, money makes you wayward, money makes you arrogant, blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to be like that. The possibility that I can have it without being arrogant, yeah, without being a cheat, without being a liar, that possibility was not there for me at all. So I was not even trying. Very, very solid manyata thi. I used to believe that unless you are like that, you cannot, become very rich. Therefore, I don't want to become rich. Therefore, I don't like money. So the important part of this conversation is, what are the keys of your success to find out where your reality is not aligned with your intentions? And like Gopalji said, in some cases, you may want to change the belief. In some cases, you may say, all right, that's what I believe, but is there any other possibility? Is there a possibility that I can be honest and yet be successful? But if your belief is so strong that only dishonest people can be successful, it will always come in your way, no? And I actually used to believe that until I met one person who's very, very, very rich man, who never fitted into the profile of rich man, which I used to have. Very honest, very intellectual. He was a professor of physics, decided to do business, and a very, very honest businessman, and he made crores of rupees. Yeah, back in the year in the 80s. And I said, wow, it's possible without being a cheat and a liar to become very successful. So the important thing for us here, here, Kunayan, Gopal, all of you, you know that this is not a theoretical discussion. Here is a distinction. You use it to see into your life and see, right? If my reality is not supporting, like Kunayan said, if my belief system is not supporting my intention, that's going to sabotage me. It's going to limit me because there are certain things I will not do because of my beliefs. Even if I do those things, I might be self-sabotaging myself without knowing it. So the purpose of the discussion today is for you to start looking into where is it that you're getting stuck in life, and then find out where is it that my reality does not support my intentions. Where is it that my reality does not support my desire? So how do you start looking? मैंने एक स्टेटमेंट किया है तो जाहिर है you will start thinking कि okay, how to find out? कैसे पता लगाएं? Where is my reality not aligned with my purpose or my desire? So first thing to do is look at your desire, which is not getting fulfilled. Which is the desire that you've given up. So let's start from there. What is the desire that you've given up? Or what is the desire that you're not wholeheartedly pursuing? And then find out what is the reality in which you live.
That will lead to self-assessment.
It is self-assessment only, no?
Yes.
What do you think we are doing here?
Yes, self-analysis.
यही तो कर रहे हैं ना?
Yeah.
Not only analysis, Gopalji, discovery, self-discovery.
Self-discovery.
If you discover, first thing is getting clear on where is it that we are stuck on. कहाँ पर रुकावट महसूस कर रहे हैं? There is a desire that is not getting fulfilled. Now, there may be many people here who all their desires are already fulfilled. So this does not apply to you. If all your desires are fulfilled and you are feeling powerful and effective in your life, right? Then this does not apply. I am saying if you are wanting to be powerful and effective, अब ये powerful and effective by whose definition यार? मेरे को कौन बताएगा कि मेरे लिए powerful और effective क्या होता है? वो तो मैं बताऊंगा ना. Somebody I've been following for years, he wrote in one of his books, he says, you know, there can be no two definitions, you know, the definition of success can never be the same for everybody. But the definition of failure is the same for everybody. So failure is a person's inability to fulfill his goal, whatever it might be. Failure is somebody's inability to fulfill his desire, whatever that desire may be. So let us say you want to be powerful and effective, and you have your own definition of being powerful and effective. We looked at that in session 1 of being powerful and effective. So you got your definition कि मेरे लिए powerful ये है, मेरे लिए effective ये है. Okay, so once you're clear on that, then if it is not happening to you in your life, one of the factors we want to look at is what is the reality that I have created which is not supporting me in fulfilling my desire. Because that reality is the very foundation of your life. See, your house will only be built according to the foundation that has been laid, isn't it? We are looking at, re-looking at your foundation and seeing if you can change it. So Rama and Shakti and Shiva Prasad, you've done the foundation course. Krishna also. So we are looking at the very foundations over there. Yeah. So your reality is the foundation on which your life is built. So let's do some self-discovery here and find out where is it that my reality is not supporting my intentions. Good morning, Kamal. It's nice to see you here.
Good morning, sir. Yeah, after a long time.
After a long time, and I'm very happy that Abhinav might have invited you.
No, Rama, sir.
Acha.
It's really nice. I joined day before yesterday also. You were not there. But yes, it was a powerful session.
Thank you. Yeah, Geet, it's a very interesting question you're asking, yeah? I said the definition of failure is the same for everybody. And that definition is a person's inability to fulfill his or her goals or desires. whatever they may be. That is the definition of failure. Whatever your intentions, whatever your desires, whatever your goals are, your goals, right? एक तो गोल्स दुनिया दे देती है ना. So one of the definitions the world gives a woman is that she should get married and have children, otherwise she's not successful. I'm not talking about those goals. Those are imposed on you. I'm talking about the goals that you have. I'm talking about the desires you have, which you might have given up. Yes, Shakti.
Sir, I have a question. In case I found out one that my intention is not aligned with my reality. So in that case, I have to clear that reality and ask the question, what energy, space, consciousness can I be? I can ask and clear it, or
Yes.
just I can go and ask that question.
No, you just do the clearing, no?
Clearing, okay.
Otherwise, if you look at the reality that we've created, you will find out that there are a lot of rigidly held beliefs over there.
Yes.
So you can discreate them as well.
Okay, sir.
Now, once you start discreating these beliefs, you will be finding out very soon that one belief is built on top of another. So you clear one, another one shows up, then you clear that one. And if you're lucky enough, you would have cleared it. Interestingly, the moment we start the clearing, movement starts in our life anyway. You'll not believe it that, I'm doing some work with a particular company and I've been doing some clearings. So sometimes I stop, right? So one fine day I started, the day we did the first session of keys to being powerful and effective, that morning I got up and I did some clearings. All right. And I felt great at the end of it. And after some time, I get a call from somebody from that particular company that I'm working with. Okay, the boss wants to speak to you. So normally the first reaction is, oh shit, what has gone wrong now? And I immediately said, that's your default reaction. Why are you thinking like that? It could be something good also, no? And sure enough, when I went into that call, and the good news was, okay, Mr. Malvai, we are giving you a bonus. I said, wow, I'm only a consultant in your company. You're giving me a bonus. Yes, Mr. Malvai, we are so happy with your work. The board of directors have decided to give you a bonus. Unthinkable for me. I'm just a consultant over there. I mean, people give. So things like that also can happen. When you change the foundations of your reality, that's why I say, you can have magic in your life. Because anything that is not, you cannot explain this with your logical mind, right? So anything that cannot be explained with your logical mind, we call it magic. Like, 50, 70, 80 or 100 years ago, if you showed television to someone, they would say it's magic. So we have a technology, right? Those who are doing access and other things, right? I've been talking about this SQ. The moment we start working on raising our SQ, actually magical results can start happening in our life. Yes, Geet.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, Ji.
Sir, I have a confusion. Since my family background is from religious and spiritual things, so over there always it was taught, like in Punjabi also, you say that tera bhana mitha lage, means whatever has been given to you in your life, just enjoy that and don't have desires. And that is the way to happiness. And now this next thing I have entered into through you and many others, that we should make goals, we should have desires, and we should take a path to fulfill them. So which makes us sometimes feel of failure, which gives us. So which one is better? Which one we should take actually to have happiness?
That is why Ji, that is why, you know, jo many things which are told to us in our religion, people have not correctly understood it, or they have not correctly interpreted it.
Yes, sir. I
Very
want the
simple statement, na? जो बोलते हैं
yes,
फल की चिंता ना कर, कर्म किए जा.
yes, sir.
So they are not saying कि फल की चिंता मत कर means कि don't worry about the result. Concentrate on the work that is required to produce the result. Nobody said कि don't have a desire. They only said that when you are working, don't be wasting your time thinking about your desire. So see, Giji, suppose you have a goal, okay? There is a desire. Now, you make a plan of action to fulfill it, correct? Plan of action kya hota hai? The actions that you're supposed to take to fulfill your desires. Now, once you have made that plan, once you made the plan of action, what it is saying is you focus on the action 100%. Don't waste your time thinking about मैं जीतूंगा, मैं हारूंगा, मेरे को मिलेगा, नहीं मिलेगा. At that moment, give your 100% to take the action. That's what it means. फल की चिंता मत कर, कर्म किए जा. That's what it means. Number 2, the other statement that you said, enjoy what you have. Correct? It doesn't say don't have desires. It says don't waste your time resisting things. Enjoy them. मैं भी तो बोलता हूँ ना, every experience is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself.
Yes, sir.
So जो है उसको पूरी तरह experience करो.
मीन सर इसमें कहते हैं ना कि जो है बस उसी में खुश रहो, जो किस्मत में है
हाँ,
वो
वो
आपको मिलेगा ही
मिसइंटरप्रिटेशन है ना,
मिलेगा।
वो क्योंकि इतनी थ्योरी लोगों को समझाना नहीं चाहते हैं
जी सर।
और लोग समझेंगे भी नहीं. सो सिंप्लीफाई करके बोलते हैं कि जो है पहले उसको तो एंजॉय करो. नॉर्मली हम लोग क्या करते हैं, जो है वो तो पूरा एंजॉय करते नहीं है, उसको पूरा यूज करते नहीं है. जो हथियार हमारे पास है, नई चीज के पीछे भागते रहते हैं.
यस सर.
एंड देन व्हेन वी आर हैविंग एनी थॉट कि ओ ऐसा नहीं होगा, नहीं होगा तो क्या होगा, सो वी आर सो बिजी थिंकिंग अबाउट दैट कि जो हमारे पास है उसको भी नहीं हम एंजॉय करते. वी डोंट एंजॉय व्हाट वी हैव आल्सो.
Yes, sir.
Because we are worrying about the future or we are upset about the past, we are not enjoying what is there in the present. And
Yes.
I'm very simply what we are saying here is stop judging.
Yes, sir.
तो क्या होता है कि lot of times we half understand some of the things that are said. यहाँ पे भी होता है, I say something, before I finish saying it, we conclude something, and then we make a formula out of it. See,
Yes.
first we have to digest what is being said and get it in the right context.
Yes, sir. These things were contradictory and
They are not
confusing
actually.
for
अगर
me.
आप ध्यान से इसको समझें, they are actually not contradictory. They are very complementary.
Yes, sir.
It took me a long time to understand this. मतलब मेरे को भी यही confusion था 1982 में. I said, but वो तो उधर ऐसा लिखा है. But when I understood it properly, I realized कि भाई यही लिखा है, but तुम समझे नहीं उसको.
ये सर हम हमेशा सुनते हैं ना, जो किस्मत में है अपने आप मिल जाएगा, जो किस्मत में है अपने आप मिल जाएगा.
Yeah. It actually means that reality wants to support you. It means that providence wants to give you what you require. Sometimes we think we know better than the providence, okay, what we require. Actually, you get only what you require.
Then
You always get what you want. You always get what you desire.
then how do we make should we set our goals? Means how do we come to know that what our providence wants to give us, and our goals are in the same line or in the different line?
They're the same. So see, if you start listening, there will be a point of time when you will know. Okay. You will get the guidance when you need it.
Okay, sir.
When
Thank
you
you.
get out of this overthinking mode. That is why I always keep saying, itna socho mat. See, this जिसको हम सोच बोलते हैं ना, this is our internal dialogue going on. So Rama, hold on. Let the interaction be over before you add some more inputs to it.
Sir, that means we should do the regular karmas towards our wishes, but we should not be bothered about the results at all.
The outcome, yeah, the outcome will be the outcome.
And we should keep enjoying what is there in present and what the future brings to us.
You can plan for the future and let the result come when it comes. But your actions for the future should be 100%, right? And enjoy those actions. So that is the part of the play, no? This is like, अगर आप कोई game खेलती हैं, suppose you're playing a game, you're so much worried कि goal होएगा कि नहीं, that you're not enjoying the game, that you're not even playing the game 100%. तो वही बात बोल रही हो ना आप भी?
Yes, sir.
Play the game. Know the rules of the game, know the objectives of the game, and then play the game 100%. Don't waste your time getting worried about मैं जीतूंगा या हारूंगा, or will I win or will I lose? None of those stuff is important. Anyway, so we were.
This is not the question which came to me just suddenly. It was confusing me since long time that भाग्य में जो है मिल जाएगा, and then make goals and make wishes, means it was since years it was just causing confusion in my mind.
The problem is, Geetji, we don't even believe in that 100%. भाग्य में जो है वो मिल जाएगा, वो एक भुक्षुक से पूछो. Those people who leave their house with a kamandal in their hand and they eat only what is given to them. They sleep where they sleep. I have a friend who does that every 3-4 years. He just drops everything, right? Takes a kamandal and he goes and lives like a sadhu for 6 months. Are we prepared to do that?
No, sir. मतलब जो कुछ है वो तो गिव अप करने की बात नहीं है ना इसमें.
वही तो मैं कह रहा हूँ, जो है उसको टोटल एंजॉय करो ना. जो खेला आपको मिला है, the game that you've been given. See, we have chosen to be here to play a certain game in this life, so play that. And you will keep getting the guidance that you need.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
अब आप बताएं, when you one fine day decided that I'm going to do, आप बहुत कुछ कर रही है ना, तो जिस दिन आपने सोचा था कि मैं करूंगी, आपने कर लिया.
Yes, sir. तब ये होता है कि किस्मत में लिखा था इसलिए हो गया, या
हाँ ठीक है, चलो मान लो कि किस्मत में लिखा था.
मतलब
I
ये
mean,
तो
if it makes you feel better, you can think like that.
कि किस्मत में वाली चीजें होती हैं या एफर्ट वाली चीजें होती हैं.
हो सकता है दोनों होती हो.
ठीक है सर, थैंक यू.
I know a lot of people, किस्मत उनका दरवाजा खटखटाती है, but वो एक्शन ही नहीं लेते हैं, तो किस्मत भी वापस चली जाती है. Somebody comes and gives you an opportunity कि ये गीत जी, ये प्रोग्राम है, आप करोगी? तो कुदरत बोल रही है आओ करो, और गीत जी बोलते नहीं नहीं, आई एम टू बिजी, मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है. तो गई किस्मत. Interesting, isn't it? But good question. But let's get back to reality, checking your reality, all right? Wherever you're getting stuck in your life and your desires are not being fulfilled, your goals are not being fulfilled, check the reality that you have created. Yeah, this is not कि भाई ये सही है या गलत है. It's not about that. It's कि what is the reality I am creating? Because the reality I am creating is giving me the life that I have. Right, guys? So this is the point of time when I will leave you today. Please carry on the discussion on the same lines. A lot of people are waiting to give you their advice. So you can do that part now. So see you tomorrow, guys. And I will see a lot of you in the evening today, those who are a part of Good to Great program. And those who are not a part of Good to Great program, you should consider it seriously. Kunain has been so kind to give you a free trailer on my behalf and invited you to attend a session free also. But that's only a one-time deal. I hope, Kunain, you're not going and offering the program for free to everybody. अगर आप कहो तो उसको भी फ्री कर देते हैं.
यूनिवर्स चाहेगा तो वो भी हो जाएगा सर.
Exactly. अगर किस्मत ने चाहा तो वो भी हो जाएगा. All right, guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Some of you I'll see in the evening. So please carry on till 8:30. Make sure you end on time.
Right, sir. Stay safe, stay healthy. Niti ji, you are the host.
Gee, sir. So let's take the discussion forward. Who would like to share first? Share the observations. Share.
I think Rama sir had some points, so let him complete so that. Yes, sir. Ramaji.
Yes, sir. It's complete. Thank you.
Actually, you had written some statement in the chat box. So if you would like to explain, so we all will learn from that, sir.
Okay. No, it was, I put it in a little bit in lighter moment also, that if Geetji's desire or goal is to really do away with all the desires, and if she's not able to do that, only then it is failure. I just wanted to put that. So I think she got that. I don't think there is any confusion on that.
Yes, sir.
So,
Thank you.
Geetji, would you like to summarize the conversation, what you had with Sukhdeepak sir?
Sure, sir. Okay, shall I? Or somebody else will do it for me?
Well, I think you should do, ma'am.
Means I had a confusion since ever due to my spiritual and religious background, that whatever we get in our fate, it will automatically come to us. So we need not have desires, and desires lead us towards wrong paths, right? So here, nowadays, everybody talks about goal, and those people are successful, wise, intellectual people, not just like someone who talk about goals and who talk about having desires, having wishes, and then show us the path to the achievement of that goals. Even the Vastu I'm going through, it is also one of those ways to have desires, to have wishes, and how to fulfill them through Vastu. So I was always confused, even while doing Vastu, that when everything comes due to fate, everything comes automatically from the universe, whatever it is written in my karma, then how will these chasing the desires through Vastu or through meditation or through some other ways, means what is the right thing, means chasing this path of goal and desires, or being satisfied with whatever it is in my luck, it will come automatically. So this was always confusing for me. So I would like to have insights from you guys also, if you want to share your views on the same topic.
I have a see, sometimes when a robber goes and robs, he says कि ये तो मेरे नसीब में था तो मुझे मिल गया. But that's not the point. The point is उसने लेने में जल्दी की. नसीब में था मगर वो लेने में बहुत जल्दी कर ली, इसलिए वो ये तरीके से उसने लिया है. This is what I feel.
Very nice, Hasina ji. वीर जी जो आप बोल रही हैं ना, that is a common statement in all religions, that we need to be happy about with whatever we have. And my observation is, what basically the principles basically being by the people is, be happy where you are in life, but we still need to put in our effort, strive. Effort से बहुत कुछ और हासिल हो जाता है. And like what sir is saying, if we have desires, we have goals, but we must also enjoy what we already have with us. कई बारी ऐसा होता है कि हम इतना ज्यादा अपने desires and goals में चले जाते हैं that we go into a negative state of mind. Exactly what Hasina ji was sharing. So that is what is not the required, but quick effort to strive to grow, because you have the abilities and the capabilities to grow is, I think, totally acceptable, or is very right to do. KP sir, I think,
Yes,
no,
yes.
sorry, Shiv Prasad Reddy sir wanted to say something.
Thank you, sir. There is some disturbance in the background. I think somebody's mic is on.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm just thinking how to check the reality, what I've created. That's what I was just under the same thoughts. Thank you.
Okay, sir. KP, were you wanting to share something?
I didn't get what Hasina ji just said. So can somebody please repeat, or maybe she also can just tell again.
You want Hasina ji to repeat what she said?
Yeah, she said something to.
Yeah, sure.
Ji.
Okay. See, when a चोर जब चोरी करता है तो वो उसके नसीब में वो चीज आती है, ओके, और वो बोलता है ये तो मेरे नसीब में था तो मुझे मिल गया. That's not the point. उसने वो चीज लेने में जल्दी की और उल्टा रास्ता आजमाया. नसीब में था, but there are two ways of looking at it. सीधे रास्ते से भी उनको मिलने वाला तो था ही, मगर वो चोरी से लिया तो that was not correct. तो बोलने वाले बोलेंगे नसीब में था तो उसने ऐसे ले लिया, वो नहीं, that's not correct.
That brings us back to the term we discuss very often over here, is the correct action, right action and wrong action. That brings us back to that. Thank you, Hasina ji.
I had a similar thought when Sar was saying, when you desire something, it's not that you change your value. So the value system is being honest. You change that to get the desire. So that is not changing the reality, right? You have to change the reality for good, not like the example Hasina ji told. It's the same chore, he wants that, and his reality is it's okay to steal. No, there is no problem with it. So that is not correct, right? Again, so it has to be in the right means. So your reality should be changed for good. But again, what is good and what is bad? The dishonest one, I always may think that, yeah, it is good, right? I don't know how to answer this question. So what is
I
honest?
think that is where Sir has given us the tool about feeling heavy and feeling light would come in.
Right.
That would be a guide for us.
Right.
That would be a guiding point.
Sorry, yeah, right.
Right.
I'm saying for sure, he may feel light about it, right? Stealing is no, he doesn't think it is a problem. So what I'm saying is maybe that is an obvious thing, but certain things we may do in certain way, which may not be correct, but we think it is okay. Why? What is the problem with it? So right. Maybe somebody has to observe and tell us that is not the way to do it, because our value system thinks that yeah, it is correct to, at least it is not, there is no problem with it.
See, I think if there is a problem in the path that we are taking, that is where, our default mindset and our creative mindset, or rather, let's say, our aware mindset comes into play. So we are amongst the luckier ones who are already on this path to understand this better and implement it more in our lives. So this is where these tools, these awarenesses, these things come into play, and we are able to correct our actions in good time. We'll just listen to Rama and we'll come back. Thank you. Rama, please share.
Yeah, so I was thinking similar to what Reddy Garu was saying, and partly I think it may answer KP also, that how do I know what is my reality? So one possibility is mostly my reality doesn't allow me to achieve something great or something, great goals what I set up. So what is that which is stopping to achieve my goals? That could be the reality. And like Sir has been asking us to identify the interferers which are stopping us to progress, that is also part of our reality. And of course, our points of view, judgments, all those things are also our reality. And we can also ask the people around us. They will be able to tell some of our realities which are not helping us, which are limiting. So our reality, as long as it is a unlimited reality which allows us to achieve our goals, there is no issue. The problem with our current reality is what is stopping us to do the things what we can do, and that we can identify through where we are getting stuck. So that's what coming to me. Thank you.
Identifying ourselves itself is a very big difficult thing in this world. What is the greatest thing in this world is understanding ourselves, being awareness of ourselves. So if we could understand our strength and weakness, we could definitely come over this weakness with our strength. But this technique, coming over the weakness with the strength, is very easy. But whereas identifying within us, that is what is a very difficult thing.
Yeah, it's not easy, but we can do it. But that is why I also added that we can ask others who are around us. They will know half of it, if not full. So the remaining we can identify through whatever we are doing in this forum and many other forums. With awareness, with thinking, we should be able to identify. I'm not saying all 100% we may be able to identify, but even if you identify 80%, we can do that. If you want to do it, we can do it.
Ramaji, I have a question. You mentioned that we can ask people around us.
Yeah.
Now, a common situation that happens is, when you speak to people around you, they will come with their filters and their views.
Correct.
And you are standing at a different place. So many times it may not match at all, or it may partially match. So how do we filter that? If you could elaborate a little bit on that.
Right. So yeah, obviously, see, if we don't even have some self-awareness, then we will not know what the other person gives, because the other person also looks through the filters, as you said, with their own judgments and their own points of view as well. So getting the actual thing, what they're saying is not a straightforward thing. You have to be a little bit more aware of yourself as well as the other person giving the input. Only then will you be able to find out what is the real thing. And the other one is, even if they give wrong inputs, you can observe multiple people giving the same input, right? So one person may be completely wrong, but when you observe the same thing from multiple people, there may be something in it.
So leaving aside the emotions connected with the feedback, if we just look at the content, the real message in it, that would help us get some direction. And if there's a repetition of that message from multiple people, maybe that is where we need to even if we don't take it 100%, we need to relook and assess ourselves on that, is what you're trying to.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Use that as
Thank
as the trigger and then explore further. You don't need to take it at the face value of multiple people also. Use as the trigger and then explore and see what is it.
Thank you. We are coming close to 8:30. Geetji, would you like to add something? Have you got some more answers? Are you more clear? Okay, Reddy sir, go ahead, please.
Many of the realities in my life are very deep rooted. Maybe they have come through my ages. Identifying that is slightly, because we thought that is the normal. So identifying that is a tricky issue, because over a period we experienced, we thought that is right. That's my. So I think we need we have to look at our foundations very deeply. So Sir said is self-discovery is needed. I think that's where I wish to concentrate. Thank you.
Kunen sir, please go ahead.
Thank you, Nitinji. I just wanted to add what my takeaway from today's session is. What I'm understanding is everything starts with a thought. Now, just to give an example, and that's how we create our reality. That's what Sir told. So we create our own reality because the way we have our belief system and the way we think. So for example, if I tell myself, or if my belief or my thought is that I am lazy, just an example. So if I say I am lazy, now this thought as a seed will create different other smaller thoughts, like people don't like me, or I am not successful because I am lazy. So all such similar thoughts related to the main thought will start cropping up in our mind, and thoughts are associated, linked with the action. So whenever we have such thoughts, there are similar thoughts again, and then either we take action or don't take action, and then we create our reality. So it's very important to be aware of the thoughts, what's coming in, and make it sure that we create all positive, that speak at least 10 times in the morning, 10 times in the evening. So various similar thoughts with this main thoughts will keep on cropping up, and then the thoughts will take us to take action, lead us to take action. So then that way we'll create our reality. Otherwise this will just remain a statement. So my takeaway in short is that we have to consciously create powerful thoughts, because thoughts will lead to the action, and we have to keep on taking actions. Thank you, ma'am. Back to you.
It's 8:30 and we have a couple of more sharings. So those of you who need to leave to return to their office work, please go ahead. We'll complete the session in a few minutes and then log off. Thank you, Kunen sir. Leena ji, aap share karna chahti thi, please. Leena ma'am.
Yes, good morning, everyone. And what I gather is, first we have to identify our beliefs and distinct point of view. And but my question is, how is it really easy to change our beliefs and point of view? And we have to practice that. They are hindering our growth and all.
Reena ji, आपका connection बहुत disturbed है, but what I gather is you're trying to ask, is it easy to change our point of view? or are you,
Yeah.
can you repeat
Yes.
your question once again? Leena ji, are you asking?
My laptop is giving me trouble. So I'll ask in the group. No problem.
Otherwise, if you could just put it in the chat, it'll be a help. Kuldeep sir, please go ahead.
Good morning, friends. I just want to share my views on this initial question that क्या करें अगर सब मिल जाता है तो काम करने की जरूरत क्या है और तो ये सब बातें जो what all this is originated from
Sir,
the
just I would like to interrupt a little. सब कुछ मिल जाता है तो काम करने की जरूरत नहीं, means सब कुछ जो मिला हुआ है उसके अलावा, जैसे like Buddha said, desire is the root cause of all sufferings. Means हम desires बनाएं बड़ी और suffer होते हैं, सिर्फ desire sufferings देती हैं, मतलब ये सब चीजें काम तो हम करेंगे ही, जो कुछ मिला हुआ है उसमें भी हमें काम करना पड़ेगा। मीन्स जो कुछ मुझे किचन में मिला हुआ है वो कुछ पकाना तो पड़ेगा ही ना मुझे।
इसको जरा ब्रॉडर कॉन्टेक्स्ट में देखते हैं कि ये सब चीजें जो पैदा हुई हैं ये थ्योरी कि हमें ये एक भगवान कृष्ण का एक जो गीता का श्लोक है कि कर्मण्य वाधिकारस्ते मां फलेश कदाचन, कि काम करो और फल की इच्छा मत करो। लेकिन इस श्लोक का जो ट्रांसलेशन है which is that we have got the right on our karma, but we have not no right on the phal, the consequences. Means कर्म पर अधिकार है, फल पर अधिकार नहीं। यानी कि जैसा आप कर्म करेंगे वैसा ही फल मिलने वाला है। जैसा हसीना जी ने बताया, चोर ने जो काम किया उसको कुछ मिल गया तो ये कहे ये तुम्हें मिलना ही था, लेकिन बाद में जेल भी हो तो उसमें मिले। तो कर्म हमें जो करना है ये जैसा ये ध्यान में रखना है कि जैसा हम कर्म कर रहे हैं the result will be in accordance to that. Now, second corollary of this कि अगर हमारी किस्मत में जो है वो मिल जाएगा, whatever destiny will get, then why should we work? We should not work. But we cannot be in the state where we should not work. Work has to be done. Action is only life. Without action, it is known as death. Action has to be done. So what is in our hand is whatever action we are doing, depending on whatever we call it, that should be in accordance to the universal principles. That it should not get harm to others. If that we can maintain, we can also enjoy whatever we have, and whatever we are doing, that will be in accordance to the nature's law, then things can be much more smooth. That is what I want to say.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. That was very good and detailed. Malika ji, you would like to share something?
Yeah, ma'am. I was frequently heard from my surrounding people, from my family, that I am lazy. So I understand that I am lazy. So I see to that, but again, one desire was there within me that I want to be success in my life. So to be success in life with this negativeness, that is the laziness, how to overcome. So I saw the successful people stories I used to read, and I try to avoid this laziness, but that is not within me. So that is why I try to see that. Then I understand we can do smart work instead of hard work. So this, due to laziness, I used to think logically and how to do things smartly. So that way it works out for me. That is, well, I understand my weakness, I could able to come over with the positiveness so that to be in the way of success. That is, I don't feel that I'm lazy. That is, I don't feel guilty that I'm lazy. I try to overcome that. I try to avoid that. That's not happened. So I just make it as a stepstone in my life. So just as I just wanted to share here. That's it, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So that brings us to the close of this session, and we close this session on the understanding that it is okay to have desires, but we must enjoy where we are in life today. And we need to keep applying ourselves, our capabilities and our abilities to develop ourselves more in life for self and for people around us, and in whatever positive way we can return to the universe and to the world. Is that right, Rama sir? Would you like to add something more?
Yes, I think you have summarized well. Thank you.
Okay. And on that note, I think we can close the session today. Thank you so much, everybody, for your sharings. And we will continue the discussion tomorrow morning. And those of you who have not taken the time poll shared by Shakti in the group, please go ahead and complete. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
God bless everyone.
God bless you, ma'am.